Five signs that you're about to have your trading breakthrough. Most traders will click off this video because it's not a strategy video. This is a behavioral psychology video to do with trading, and that might get a little bit uncomfortable for the weak minded TikTok brain trader. But if you're serious, you'll want to see this through to the end because you're going to recognize some of these patterns within yourself. And if you do, you'll know that you're about to have a breakthrough. And this is going to be the thing that's going to keep you going when the going gets tough. When you start doubting yourself, you're going to notice these behaviors within yourself. And this is what's going to make you go all the way to the top. So before we get started, if you're new to my channel, go ahead, like and subscribe and drop your comments below. I do read them. There was a guy yesterday that just blew his account and said that he's done with trading. I would say instead of saying that you're done with trading, why don't you just take a couple of months off, go relax, go cool off, and go get a different perspective on life? In my 10 years of trading, there have been moments where I just walked away from trading for a few months, even six months at times. And this is the best because when you come back different. You come back with new insights, new energy. And so to this guy that's about to quit, I would encourage you to just take a couple of months off and relax, and you'll find your way back. You can never really quit trading because trading is the best. It's the best thing in the world. And what else are you going to do? You're going to do some drop shipping? So let's get started. 5 signs that you are about to have your trading breakthrough. And a lot of you are closer than you think. So the number one sign, the first one that we'll kick off with, is that you're actually bored of overtrading. You're not overtrading anymore. Like, you don't get an excitement out of overtrading or trading. So you're not just clicking buttons for the sake of it. You're bored of overtrading, basically. And this is a sign of maturity because you're not forcing trades. You don't see your setup. And so if you're able to notice this within yourself, you're going to know that you're maturing as a trader, and that's a good sign. You know that the amateurs, the gamblers, they're all over the place. They're chasing setups and they want to do 50 trades a day, and that's how they blow their accounts, and they over leverage and all of that. So if you're done with that and you're just tired of all that and you just want to take 1 or 2 trades, quality trades a week, and you can be completely okay with it and you don't need to look at the charts, that's when you know that you're either succeeding or you're just about to. You're maturing. So number two is you're okay to walk away from trades. You don't regret missing trades. So for instance, in my charts, I have 4 or 5 pre-planned trades setups for the week. And I don't always take them all. I don't take every single trade. I might take 1 or 2. Definitely I'll take one, and I'll take the best one. But a lot of the times, the other ones that I don't take because I'm already in a trade, they end up playing out exactly as planned. They go to the TP, take profit, and they just play out as I would have expected them to. And not taking those trades, just leaving money on the table, is fine. Because I know for a fact that my setups repeat every week. I'm always going to have a new setup. So I don't have this lack mentality. I'm not chasing trades. Do you understand? There's no regret. There's no need to catch up on trades. If you're in a good trade, that's it. That's all you need. You got your A plus setup. So if you are able to do this, and when you come to the end of the week and you have a whole bunch of trades that you didn't take, that's fine. That's good. That's maturity. And that just proves more to you that your analysis is on point. So that's the second sign. The third sign is that you are more interested in grading your setups. So you're more interested in planning and grading the setups to make sure that the trade that you're taking is the absolute best that you can take. So it's an A plus setup. It's your signature setup. And you have your system ready, you have your system in place, whatever that could be. And you're not trying to click a button until everything aligns, until you have that A plus setup or an A setup as close as you can get to an A plus. And then there's a little bit of discretionary and a little bit of intuition that goes into it. But most of the time, you're not trading without a grading plan. You're not trading from memory. If you're trading from memory, you're most likely improvising on the spot. You don't have a plan. And if you don't have a plan, then you don't really know what you're looking for. Now you're skipping things and you're taking shortcuts. You might have a win and and create bad habits because that win wasn't part of your setup. It was a fluke. So it's very important that you are rigid and you are strict on yourself and you stick to a trading grading system. This is important. Number four. Number four is you are developing a feel for your edge. You know what your edge feels like. You have the intuition. You have the discretionary sense because you've done it a lot of times and you know what alignment feels like in the charts. So you know what you're looking for. You don't force trades. You're not forcing any more trades because you know what your edge is. You know what it feels like. You know what a good trade feels like to get into. You don't have this sick feeling when you get into a trade and then you have all this doubt and hesitation. You don't have any of that. That is a thing of the past. And that is from time in the market, doing the reps, which leads to number five. Number five is you're obsessed with backtesting. You're obsessed with putting in the reps. You want to journal. You want to get the reps in. You want to repeat. You want to backtest every day. You want to do this forever because you know that every time you do it, you're building new neurons in your brain, new neural pathways, new memory, new behaviors, and you're reinforcing your edge, your pattern recognition, your ability to recognize patterns, and you know what you're looking for in the charts, and you just know that repetition is king to anything that you want to create because that's how you get your unconscious competence. That's how you get mastery. Bruce Lee would say, I don't fear the man that has done 10,000 different kicks, but I fear the guy that has 10,000 kicks on one kick. So basically, you're on top of your edge. You have one setup that you know. You just know what you're looking for. You know your entry, and you just repeat it. And it might get boring, but you just repeat it. And every time you do it, you get a little bit better, whether it's in a live market, whether it's in a back testing environment, but you're obsessed with it. And this is where your breakthroughs are. So those are the five signs that you're having a breakthrough, or maybe you are already consistent and you can relate to what I'm saying, or maybe you are relating to what I'm saying and you don't know that you're consistent yet, or you don't know that you're having a breakthrough, but this means that you're really close. You're very close. So don't give up like that guy in the comments, right? If you're having a bad week or having a bad month, then take a little bit of time off. Go and get some new inspiration, go and reset, go into nature, maybe go on a vacation, go on a holiday, do something so that you come back with some new energy, some new mental energy and enthusiasm to continue. So I really want to see you guys win. That's why I keep coming on here and dropping all this psychology gems for you, just to let you understand where you're at and control your thoughts, be in control of your behavior. Because at the end of the day, everything is internal, and your external results is a reflection of your internal state. So we always go from the inside out, as within, so without, as they say in the Bible. Until the next video, you're on your own. If you're new to my channel, go ahead, like and subscribe, and drop your comments below. I do read them. Take care now. Bye.